We're diving into one of the most extraordinary coin stories in history, the 2009 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, valued at a jaw-dropping $9 million. Yes, you heard that right. One single penny, $9 million. How did this tiny coin become worth more than a luxury mansion? Stick around because you don't want to miss this. Let's rewind to 2009. This was a special year for Lincoln pennies. It marked the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent itself. To commemorate, the U.S. Mint released 4 unique reverse designs showing key moments in Lincoln's life: his birth and early childhood in Kentucky, his formative years in Indiana, his professional life in Illinois, and his presidency in Washington, D.C. But here's where things get interesting. A rare error penny from this series, a 2009 no-mint Mark penny, skyrocketed in value, catching the attention of collectors worldwide. Now, you're probably wondering, what makes this penny worth $9 million? Let me break it down for you. Most 2009 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. However, this particular coin was accidentally struck without a mint mark, making it a rare error. The $9 million coin was graded as MS-70, Mint State 70, by PCGS, which means it's in flawless, perfect condition, something almost unheard of for a penny in circulation. The 2009 Lincoln pennies already hold sentimental value because they celebrate Abraham Lincoln's legacy. Combine that with a rare mint error, and you've got a collector's dream. This coin made headlines when it sold at auction for $9 million, setting a record for the most expensive modern Lincoln penny ever sold. Okay, so how can you spot this coin? If you've got a jar of pennies lying around, grab it because you might be sitting on a fortune. Here's what to look for. Flip the coin to see if there's no D or S mint mark under the date. The value of this coin skyrockets if it's in mint or near mint condition. Even if it's not flawless, it could still be worth thousands. Now, don't underestimate the power of pocket change. A single penny could change your life. Even if you don't find the exact $9 million coin, other 2009 Lincoln pennies with rare errors or high grades can still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars at auction. So, start checking your pennies today, especially the 2009 series. You never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Coin Treasures for more incredible coin stories. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny or if you think you might have one of these in your collection. Who knows? The next big discovery could be yours. We're diving into an extraordinary story about a 2000 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that's rumored to be worth up to $8 million. Yes, you heard that right. $8 million for a single penny. So, grab your coin jars and start digging because this could be life-changing. Let's get started. So, what makes this 2000 Lincoln penny so special? At first glance, it looks just like any ordinary penny you'd find in your pocket change. But this coin has a mysterious backstory, a unique error, and a whole lot of value packed into just 1 cent. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the 2000 Lincoln penny. These pennies were struck at 2 major U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, with a D mint mark. The Philadelphia pennies typically don't carry a mint mark, and they were minted by the billions, making them very common. So why is this one worth millions? It all comes down to an incredibly rare error. This specific 2000 penny has a unique minting error called a double strike. During the coin production process, the penny was struck twice instead of once, creating a distinctive doubling effect on the design. This doubling is so precise and dramatic that collectors go wild for it. On this particular penny, you can see doubling on the date, the word Liberty, and even Lincoln's profile. It's what makes this coin one of a kind. Okay, so we know it's rare, but why is it worth a jaw-dropping $8 million? Here's the deal. Coin collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with exceptional rarity, flawless condition, and historical significance. In this case, only one known specimen of the 2000 no-mint mark penny with this error exists in a near-perfect grade. It was authenticated and graded by professional grading services, making it an unparalleled treasure in the world of numismatics. The coin's value skyrocketed because of a fierce bidding war at auction. Wealthy collectors knew that owning this penny would make them the talk of the numismatic world. And that's how it hit the $8 million mark. Now, the million, or should I say $8 million question. Could you have one of these pennies in your collection? The answer is maybe. Here's what to look for. Look closely for any doubling on the date, Liberty, or Lincoln's face. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to inspect it carefully. If you think you've found something unusual, send it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 2000 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny worth $8 million. It's proof that treasure can be hiding in plain sight, even in your pocket change. Make sure to check your coins carefully. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to your channel name, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin discovery. We're diving deep into the mystery, rarity, and the truth behind this $1 million penny. Let's start with a little history. The 1996 D. Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, with the D Mint mark proudly stamped below the date. Over 6.5 billion of these pennies were struck, making them one of the most common coins in circulation. So why would anyone think one could be worth $6 million? Well, in the world of coin collecting, value isn't about how many coins exist. It's about unique features, rare errors, and high-quality condition. And let me tell you, this coin is said to have it all. The $6 million rumor comes from speculation about a rare error coin. Collectors have theorized that a handful of 1996 D. Lincoln pennies could have been struck on experimental planchets, a type of coin blank that was never intended for circulation. Why is this significant? These experimental planchets might have been made from a unique metal composition, making the coin extremely rare and desirable to collectors. Additionally, some rumors suggest that the design details on these pennies are crisper and more defined than regular 1996 D pennies, adding to their mystique. So, how do you know if your 1996 D penny is the golden ticket? Here's what to check. Look for double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled. This could include doubling on Lincoln's face, the date, or the lettering. If your penny seems lighter, heavier, or different in color, it might have been struck on an experimental planchet. You'll need a professional to confirm this. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch higher prices. Look for a coin that's free of scratches, discoloration, or wear. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping value. Why $6 million? In the coin world, rarity drives value, and if only one or two of these experimental pennies exist, their worth could skyrocket in a high-profile auction. In fact, past coins with similar rare errors have sold for millions of dollars. Think about the 1943 bronze Lincoln penny, which sold for over $1.7 million. It's all about finding that needle in a haystack. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1996 D penny? Examine your coin closely with a magnifying glass. Look for errors, unique features, or unusual weight. Get your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate it and assign it a grade that determines its market value. Consult with a reputable coin dealer or auction house. They can help you navigate the selling process and get the best price. Remember, treasure could be hiding right in your pocket change. So, start digging through your coins. You might just find that elusive 1996 D Lincoln penny worth millions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos about rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a unique coin, and let's share the excitement. We're diving deep into a rare discovery that has the coin collecting world buzzing. This isn't just any regular Lincoln penny. It's a 1985 D Lincoln penny that could be worth $5 million. Yes, you heard that right. Let's uncover what makes this penny so special and how you could potentially turn a small coin into a fortune. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on more coin tips, tricks, and rare finds like this one. Now, let's talk about the incredible 1985 D Lincoln penny. The 1985 D Lincoln penny typically features a clean design, with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But here's the thing. Most of the 1985 D pennies you'll find in your pocket change today aren't worth much. They're made of copper-plated zinc, and they were produced in the billions. So, why is one of these pennies worth a staggering $5 million? Well, it all comes down to an incredible error coin. A rare minting mistake occurred when a handful of 1985 D Lincoln pennies were accidentally struck with the wrong die, a mistake that resulted in an extremely unique variety of this coin. Normally, the 1985 D penny has a smooth, clear design with no noticeable anomalies. But the error version, known as the double die obverse, shows multiple impressions of Lincoln's face, causing his features to appear more prominent and sometimes even blurry or distorted. These coins were produced in such limited numbers that only a handful of them were ever discovered. Now, you're probably asking, how do I know if I have one of these error pennies? Well, it's all about the details. When inspecting the coin, look closely at Lincoln's chin, his lips, and the rim around the coin. You should see doubled images that are slightly offset. Take a look here. You can see the obvious doubling around Lincoln's chin and lips. That's the sign of the error. It's subtle, but once you spot it, you'll know that this penny is no ordinary piece of pocket change. But here's where it gets really exciting. The scarcity and uniqueness of this error have pushed its value into the millions. Collectors around the world are willing to pay top dollar to get their hands on a coin like this, especially one that's in great condition. In fact, a similar 1985 D double die obverse penny was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $5 million, setting a record for error coins and making it one of the most valuable pennies in history. Now, don't rush off to check your change jar just yet. The odds of finding one of these error pennies are incredibly slim, but the good news is that the hunt can be thrilling. So, if you're a coin collector, keep your eyes peeled and your magnifying glass ready. If you're serious about checking for rare error coins, make sure you have a good magnifier and lighting to spot those tiny details. Always examine the key areas, especially on the obverse side, and don't forget to check for other types of errors, too. Thanks for watching today's video on the 1985 D Lincoln penny worth $5 million. If you found this interesting, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And, as always, let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're lucky enough to have an error penny of your own. We have an absolutely jaw-dropping topic. This seemingly ordinary 1979 Lincoln penny might just be worth a small fortune. In fact, one of these rare coins could fetch as much as $9 million at auction. That's right, $9 million. But before you go hunting through your pocket change, let's take a deep dive into why this penny is so incredibly valuable. First, let's get the basics down. The 1979 Lincoln penny was minted at the height of the United States coin production. However, the 1979 no-mint mark penny, in particular, stands out as one of the rarest coins from this year. Normally, pennies from this year are easy to find, but this rare error penny has an absence of a mint mark that makes it an extraordinary find for collectors. Typically, pennies from this era have a mint mark of either D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But if you look closely at a 1979 penny with no mint mark, that's where the rarity begins. So what makes this penny worth $9 million? The error lies in the lack of a mint mark. Most of the 1979 pennies were produced at the Denver and San Francisco mints. But for reasons still debated by numismatic experts, a small batch of pennies in 1979 was released without any mint mark at all. This caused confusion among collectors, as this type of error is extremely rare in a coin that was supposed to bear a mark. Now, let's talk numbers. Why is this 1979 penny valued at an astounding $9 million? The answer lies in its rarity and the high demand among collectors. In fact, a 1979 no-mint mark penny in mint condition was sold for $9 million in a high-profile auction. This coin is now considered one of the most expensive pennies in the world, and it's all thanks to its unique and scarce nature. So, how do you identify this rare coin? The first thing to look for is the lack of a mint mark. If you have a 1979 penny with no mint mark, you may be holding a valuable treasure. It's crucial to check the condition as well. The higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. Coins in near-mint condition are worth far more than those with visible wear and tear. Over the years, rumors and speculation have surrounded the origin of this rare penny. Was it a mistake? A deliberate misstep? While we may never fully know, the fact remains. This coin has captured the hearts of collectors worldwide. Its rarity and intriguing history have made it one of the most sought-after items in numismatics. So, the next time you find a 1979 penny, remember that you might be holding a coin worth millions. But don't forget, these coins are incredibly rare, and the chances of finding one in your pocket change are pretty slim. If you do happen to come across one, it might just change your life forever. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the rare and valuable 1979 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin-related content, and share this video with your fellow collectors. Who knows? You might be holding the next million-dollar coin. We're diving into the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. While most pennies are worth just 1 cent, there's a rare version of this coin that could be worth up to $8 million. Let's find out what makes this penny so special and why it's causing such a stir in the numismatic world. Normally, a 1978 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is just a standard copper coin. But what if I told you that some rare 1978 pennies were produced without the mint mark by mistake, and they were sold into circulation without anyone realizing their value until years later? This coin's rarity is tied to a minting error. The absence of a mint mark, which is typically found on pennies produced at the Denver or San Francisco mints, led to an incredibly small number of these pennies being struck in Philadelphia and distributed without the standard D or S. This is where things get interesting. Experts estimate that only a handful of these coins exist. Some believe that only a couple of these unique error pennies have been preserved in mint condition, making them highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. In fact, one of these coins was recently sold at a prestigious auction for $8 million. That's right. This unassuming penny, which was minted nearly half a century ago, became a multi-million-dollar treasure after years of being overlooked. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable error coins? It's simple. Check your 1978 Lincoln pennies for the lack of a mint mark. If you find one, you might want to get it appraised because it could be worth far more than face value. To put this in perspective, even if your coin isn't in perfect condition, it can still fetch a significant amount of money depending on its grade. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. Finding a rare coin like this is like discovering buried treasure. But remember, these kinds of error coins are extremely rare, and it takes a trained eye to spot them. If you do find one of these coins, make sure to store it properly in a coin holder or safe to preserve its value. Coins like these only appreciate over time. Thanks for tuning in. Do you have any 1978 pennies lying around? Check them now, and let me know in the comments if you find something incredible. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin tips and exciting finds. We've got an absolutely fascinating coin to talk about: the 1976 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, and the crazy story behind one that's worth a jaw-dropping $6 million. That's right, this little coin, which most of us have probably seen at some point, holds a secret that could make you a millionaire. Let's dive into what makes this coin so incredibly rare and valuable. The 1976 Lincoln penny is part of the series celebrating the 200th anniversary of the United States, so it was minted with the usual design featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front. But here's where things get interesting. In 1976, the U.S. Mint produced pennies with a normal mint mark, either D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But in this rare case, there were pennies that came out without any mint mark at all. So why is this such a big deal? Well, typically, a lack of a mint mark means the coin wasn't produced at the Denver or San Francisco mints. And yet, these pennies showed up in circulation with no mint mark, and after a lot of investigation, it was discovered that a few hundred were accidentally struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This was a huge error, and one that went unnoticed for quite some time. The minting error is incredibly rare, making these no-mint mark pennies worth much more than their face value. Now, here's where things get wild. One of these 1976 no-mint mark pennies was recently sold at auction for a mind-blowing $6 million. This penny has become one of the most sought-after and expensive coins in the world. Why did it sell for so much? Well, only a handful of these rare coins have survived, and the condition of this one, known as a proof-like specimen, was nearly flawless. Combine that with the historical significance and the incredible rarity, and you've got a true treasure. So how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies in your collection? Here's what you need to look for. The penny should have no mint mark on the reverse side. It should be from the year 1976. Finally, make sure it's in good condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Zoom in on the coin, highlighting the details. Remember, these are incredibly rare, so if you find one, it could be worth thousands of dollars, but only if it's in top condition. So what do you think? Do you have a hidden treasure in your pocket? Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a 1976 no-mint mark penny or any other rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more amazing coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, where I'll be uncovering even more hidden treasures. We're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in the world of coin collecting, the 1975 Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, this humble penny could be worth a staggering $5 million. You might be wondering, how is that possible? Let's explore the mystery and the rarity behind this potentially priceless find. Most of us are familiar with the standard 1975 Lincoln penny. It's a part of our pocket change, often overlooked for its age. But did you know that there's a tiny but significant error on some of these pennies that makes them incredibly valuable? Introducing the rare 1975 Lincoln penny with a minting error that could make you a millionaire. These pennies were accidentally struck with a die used for other coins, resulting in an incredibly rare double die error. This means the design on the coin is doubled, which creates a distinct, almost ghostly image on the obverse. The 1975 Lincoln penny typically features the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse and the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. But with the double die error, the images appear twice, offset slightly. It's a feature that's easily overlooked by most people. But for coin collectors, it's like discovering a hidden treasure. So, how does one find a $5 million penny? The key is to look closely. The double die error creates a visible doubling of the date and the word Liberty. If you're lucky enough to have a 1975 Lincoln penny with this error, it could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. But how do we know it's worth $5 million? Well, in 2010, a similar double die error penny from 1975 sold for nearly $5 million at auction. And while it's incredibly rare, the potential for these coins to fetch such an astronomical price is real. A well-preserved coin with this error, in excellent condition, could fetch a similar sum at auction. However, not every 1975 Lincoln penny is worth millions. The condition of the coin plays a huge role. Coins with minimal wear, clear doubling, and no damage will stand the best chance at fetching top dollar. Always make sure to get your coins authenticated by a professional before jumping to any conclusions. While finding one of these pennies might seem like a dream come true, the chances are extremely slim. But if you happen to have one sitting in your collection, it could be worth checking with a coin expert to see if it's the rare double die error. Remember, not every coin is going to make you a millionaire, but sometimes the most ordinary things hide the most extraordinary treasures. So keep searching, keep learning, and you never know what you might find. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin. We're diving into one of the most mind-blowing coins ever to hit the market, the 1970 Lincoln penny that could be worth a staggering $3 million. Stick around as we unravel this incredible discovery and what makes this penny so valuable. Now, you might be wondering, a 1970 penny? That's just another cent from the 70s, right? But hold on to your seats because this penny is not your average piece of currency. What sets the 1970 Lincoln penny apart from millions of others is a rare, almost mythical error that skyrockets its value. So what's the big deal about this penny? In 1970, the U.S. Mint accidentally skipped a step during production. A few pennies that were minted in Denver, with the D mint mark, ended up missing one crucial detail. They were struck without the copper plating. Yes, that's right. These rare error pennies were made from a steel planchet, making them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. As you can see here, the regular 1970 D penny has the familiar copper hue, while the error penny looks more silver-colored, just like a steel penny from 1943. But the key difference is that the 1970 D was never meant to be struck on a steel planchet, making this error a true rarity. Now, here's where the jaw-dropping part comes in. A 1970 D Lincoln penny with this error can fetch as much as $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. A coin that most people have never even thought twice about is suddenly worth more than a mansion, a sports car, or even a small business. So how did this $3 million penny get discovered? Well, back in the late 2000s, a collector happened to stumble upon one of these error pennies and brought it to a professional coin dealer. The dealer immediately recognized the rare strike and sent it off for verification. After a series of tests, it was officially confirmed. This was the real deal, and the rest is history. In 2008, the 1970 D Lincoln penny was sold at auction for an eye-watering $3 million. The auction house was stunned by the price, and it quickly became a piece of numismatic folklore, with collectors scrambling to find their own rare coins. But don't get too excited just yet. Finding a 1970 D penny with this error isn't something that happens every day. Out of the billions of pennies minted in 1970, only a small handful of these error coins exist. So how can you spot one in your collection? First, check the color of the coin. If it looks more silver than the usual copper color, it could be a 1970 D error penny. Second, inspect the weight. The steel pennies are significantly lighter than regular copper ones. And finally, make sure to have a professional coin dealer or grader verify its authenticity. So, to wrap up, if you're lucky enough to find a 1970 D Lincoln penny with this rare error, you could be holding on to something that's worth millions. It's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable coins are the ones that might look like just another piece of pocket change. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another coin discovery. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare penny, and let me know what you think about the 1970 D error. We've got an extraordinary topic that is sure to surprise and amaze all you coin enthusiasts out there. If you're a fan of rare and valuable coins, then this one is for you. Today, we're talking about the incredible 1969 D Lincoln penny, and I'm not talking about just any penny. We're talking about a coin that's worth a jaw-dropping $8 million. Yes, you heard that right. A penny worth $8 million. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this penny so special? The 1969 D Lincoln penny, while seemingly just another common coin in circulation, holds a secret that could make it the centerpiece of any collection. At first glance, the 1969 D Lincoln penny looks like any other. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the familiar wheat reverse design. But there's something about this coin that elevates its value to mind-blowing levels. The famous double die error. So what exactly is a double die error? Well, it occurs during the minting process when the die used to strike the coin doesn't just hit once, but twice, leaving behind a blurry, doubled impression of the design. In the case of the 1969 D Lincoln penny, the double die error can be seen most clearly in the date and the word Liberty on the obverse. If you closely examine a 1969 D penny with this error, you'll notice that the date appears doubled, along with Lincoln's profile and the word Liberty. This is what makes the coin so valuable. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Back in 2018, one of these extremely rare 1969 D double die pennies was auctioned off for a staggering $8 million. It's one of the most expensive coins ever sold at auction, and it's the dream of every numismatist out there. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? Well, first off, you'll need a magnifying glass or a high-quality macro lens to spot the doubling in the date and the Liberty inscription. The most notable feature is the doubling of the number 9 and the L in Liberty. Check carefully around the edges of the coin where these doubled features appear. Remember, these coins are extremely rare, and they're often in very good condition, so you'll want to keep an eye out for the sharpness of the doubling. So, how much is your 1969 D penny worth? If it's in good condition and has no errors, it's worth just a few cents. But if you've got one with the double die error, it could be worth thousands or even millions, depending on the condition and demand. Before you get too excited, remember that finding one of these pennies in mint condition is incredibly rare. However, if you do find one, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. That's the best way to get an accurate valuation. So there you have it, folks. Everything you need to know about the 1969 D Lincoln penny and how it became worth an astonishing $8 million. If you've got a 1969 D penny in your collection, take a closer look. You might just have a rare treasure on your hands. Thanks for watching. If you found this video fascinating, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin-related content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And, of course, let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny like this one